I'm going to show you how to create a coil pot, or at least the start of a coil pot. So I already have a slab here. You're going to roll out a slab if you haven't done that. And then you're going to use a template as a circle shape, and this is going to be the base of your coil pot. So I have a little template here. You'll have these at your table, and I'm just going to trace it onto my slab. The great thing is if you roll one slab, you can usually share with a buddy and get a couple of these templates onto it, and then you don't have to each roll a slab. So I could probably fit 2 or almost 3 of them onto here. I'm going to cut this out. This is the base of my coil pot. I've already rolled my coils. I have a couple here that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to score and slip the base. I'm going to add my coil and press firmly. When I get to the first layer here, where they overlap, I'm just going to cut that coil off. I also do not have to, I could keep going. So I can either cut this here and smooth it in to this where it started, or I can just score the next round. Make this go all the way around, so now I'm going to cut it. It's kind of a mess. At the beginning, I have to make it really stable, I'm going to blend the inside joint together, okay? And then I'm going to blend the outside joint together. You need to do 2 coils that are like this. So step 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 show you doing this with 2 coils. So I have 2 coils already on here. 1, 2. I'm gonna blend the inside and outside. The best way to do this is to brace it on the outside. So I'm holding my hand on it so that I don't like push it out when I push on the inside. So this will kind of brace it. And you can either use your fingernail or like a modeling tool. One of these tools works well, a plastic modeling tool. Either of these, like any of the plastic modeling tools will work. Even like the end of a fettling knife sometimes will work because it's smooth. But I'm just gonna go through here and like this picture, I'm gonna kind of do these little finger marks to blend it. Okay, so I'm bracing it. And do the same thing to the outside. Put my hand on the inside. This looks a mess. So the next step is to smooth it all in, inside and outside. As I did this, I wouldn't be holding it up in my hand. I'm just doing this so I can show you on the camera. I would use one of the turntables and have it up here, or have it be sitting on my desk and doing it like this. This is an okay level of smoothness. It does not need to be perfect. It's gonna be on the inside of a vessel. You're not really gonna see it. You just don't wanna have big holes or cracks. So this is all right. And this is fine on the outside. I can always smooth this in a little bit more later. It's pretty wet right now, which makes it so that I have all these like little pieces that are hard to kind of get rid of. Once it gets a little bit more dry, I'll be able to get those. So I won't get quite so many of them that I'm like taking off. And then what I continue to do is add coils and smooth them in. I can choose whether I want to smooth them in on the outside and the inside or just on the inside. Everything on the inside has to be smoothed in. So this is a finished coil pot. This is not good, where there's cracks and it's not smoothed in there. But all of this is totally smoothed in enough. It's fine. Okay, there's no cracks, there's a few bumps, but that's okay. It's about as good as you can get it, especially if you're trying to stick your hand in. This did actually have a coil in it like this, but because you can see on the inside, they weren't smoothing in the inside, that coil ended up just popping out. So what you run the risk of when you don't do this is that they're not going to attach together well, okay? So you always have to smooth in your coil pot. So the next thing I would do is just start adding other kinds of coils.